Coming up on Scroll Digital, Hurricane Sandy is still taking a toll on the East Coast, but things are looking up.
And a look at modern morality play here on campus. Stay tuned, Scroll Digital starts now.
Welcome to this edition of Scroll Digital. I'm Ashlyn Green.
And I'm Andrea Olson. Thanks for watching Scroll Digital, keeping you connected to campus, community, and current events. Although Sandy has caused a lot of damage in New York City, things are finally beginning to return to a semi-normal state. Two of the major airports have reopened, as well as the New York Stock Exchange. Subway services are also limited, and it has been announced to supplement the limited subway use, they will have buses running between Manhattan and Brooklyn. Now that Sandy has passed, a few gas stations have reopened and drivers have been lining up for hours. With the mass of people trying to get gas for their cars and generators, the gas stations are struggling to stay supplied. Power outages and flooding have caused many gas stations to remain closed and distribute their supply to other operating stations.
Two Pocatello police officers were honored and given a medal for saving a teenage boy from a fire in July. Officers Westfall and Siemens discovered the boy in a room with a severe cut on his arm. They quickly applied a tourniquet, bandaged him, and managed to get him to the hospital in time to save his life. Incidents like these are reasons why Officer Westfall became a cop. George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars, has sold his studio Lucasfilms, as well as the entire Star Wars franchise. Disney bought it for $4 billion. Even though he sold the Star Wars franchise, he will still be staying on as a creative consultant for the films. It has also been said that Disney will produce a whole new Star Wars trilogy, as well as continue on with episodes 7, 8, and 9.
A lot of work goes into devotional each week. Our reporter Brianne Jameson has the story.
Every week, students gather at the iCenter to watch devotional. There are a lot who get there early, such as volunteers and a camera crew, who work hard to make sure everything is set in place.
I get here about 7:45 and I start setting up. It takes about an hour. And so we do that just to make sure if there's like any glitches or anything that goes wrong, we have plenty of time to make sure that we can fix it before devotional on Tuesdays.
There are a lot of people involved behind the scenes in getting a devotional speaker here. Sometimes there's security. They always have a luncheon before the devotional.
One of the most noticeable people helping out with devotionals are the ushers, who help make sure people don't bring in food, drinks, or anything that could be a danger or a hazard in case of an emergency.
It was a great opportunity for me to learn about how to just, make sure that people understand the rules and why we have them. Like, the reason why we don't allow baby strollers into the devotional center is because it's a fire hazard.
Inside the conference center, there's a booth on the ground floor with workers running audio and cameras. I talked with the videographer myself.
Basically, I make sure the cameras work. And then just to make sure that they start up correctly. Usually, we rarely have problems. Most of the glitches were in like the first few months, but we pretty much worked those out. I also make sure that the monitors are on and that the feed is going through. And so we just make sure things are running, that everything's in proper order, and if it's not, we try to figure out what's wrong and fix it.
From the iCenter, this is Brianne Jameson, Scroll Digital.
Ushers at Devotional are volunteers. If you are interested in becoming a volunteer, you can find out more at byui.edu/devotionals.
Right now, the drama department is putting on Beelzy and Gottfried, a modern morality play. Alex Engstrom has more on the story.
After the Beelzy and Gottfried play, many audience members had a lot to say. What was your favorite scene of the play?
Probably the beginning. I kind of like it was pretty funny and everything. But I also like the ending because it gives you more. You think about things more. It gives more deep thought. I really like that a lot.
I loved the beginning, the scene with Adam and Eve. I thought it was a very interesting take on the making choices and how the character of the snake came in, and his character was so interesting and captivating on how he got Eve to make that choice. And I just love that whole interaction between Adam and Eve.
The star of the show, who played Beelzy, had great insight into his character.
Beelzy is more of a representation of evil, or the devil, I suppose. somebody that's just, I think, is built to be somewhat of a likable character, but at the same time you really see is rather rotten.
The play was a great mixture of fun and spiritual thoughts. Reporting from the snow, this is Alex Engstrom, Scroll Digital.
Keep an eye out for more plays from the drama department in the future.
Do you find that your class times just aren't working out for you? This may be because of when your classes are scheduled. Lauren Anderson tells us more.
We all need sleep. It's an important part of our human biology. But how do our sleep patterns affect our lives? I talked with Brother Matthew Woolery, a psychology teacher here on campus, to find out more.
If you are kind of always a person that stays up late and sleeps in late and you have classes that are later in the day, fine. If you're somebody who really likes to get up early and you have night classes, that's not good for you. A number of reasons why that is, but a number of them are like making the mistake of taking whatever class they can get, but it's the wrong time for their daily kind of circadian rhythm.
So what about our grades? Does our sleep affect the way that we do in school?
The best thing actually is just to kind of have the habit to do about the same thing every day. If you change your schedules around a lot, it can be a problem. So people that say, I'm a night owl, I can't be a morning person, that's not true.
Okay.
Or so it's not so fixed as that. You know, you're having to fight your own biology to change it. But as you make that shift for long enough, your body will adjust to it.
So for all you night owls, early birds, and maybe in-betweeners, as class registration approaches, remember to pick classes at the right time of day for your circadian rhythm. And if you're feeling a little sleep deprived, just remember we spend 30 years of our life asleep. Reporting from the Ricks, this is Lauren Anderson, Scroll Digital.
With winter registration coming up, remember to pick classes that will work well with your sleeping patterns. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Scroll Digital. I'm Andrea Olson.
And I'm Ashlyn Green. Remember that Scroll Digital continues online at byuicom.net.
Have a great day.